sitting here with Chris Klemens.
Hello. I don't know where the fuck to look.
This is you over there. That's your camera.
Sup?
We got a wide camera here.
Great.
And that's even my ugly ass has got a camera.
Yeah, and a you're slouching sign.
Which he's holding up. Does that mean I'm slouching now?
Yeah, I can tell that you're slouching.
Okay, well,
mostly because my back is like a
there
fucking...
you go. We'll sit very professionally.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sitting down. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Better than standing up, that's for sure.
Now, you're an interesting guy because, I did my homework.
Oh, boy.
I watched a bunch of videos.
I
went online. I did some tweets.
I saw the responses. I'm fucking like scared.
They were good responses, though. Your fans are very supportive.
Yeah.
But what's interesting to me is you've got two sides. One, you're like the stoned dude on the street talking to crazy people.
Yeah.
And then the other side is you're an NYU grad who, majored in photography. So you're not just some YouTuber who clipped on a camera one day. Like you're trained in this.
I'm in that, yeah.
So there's a balance. Like, I don't know if most people know the NYU side of you.
Yeah. I guess I don't really talk about it that much. Not that a lot of YouTubers drop out of high school. Yeah, I'm definitely a rare one of being educated. But yeah, that was just always something that was part of the plan. I was going to college.
Was there a plan?
Well, no, but my older brother went to college. My parents definitely set the bar for you're gonna go to college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I went to college. Yeah.
No, you grew up in Delaware, which I'm from South Jersey, up 95.
Oh my God.
Yes, Delaware Valley.
Oh my God.
Yes, Eagles fan.
Oh my God. Well, let's not go that far.
All right. But you grew up in Delaware, so I know the area.
Yeah.
Is Delaware the boringest state ever? There's not a lot going on.
There's not a lot going on, and I definitely appreciate Delaware a lot more now that I don't live there. I was as a kid, just the most, you could just tell I was not meant to be in Delaware. I was just ADHD off the fucking chain. I was just always having parent-teacher conferences about my behavior. It was just constantly I wanted to be an entertainer. I, from a young age, was I want to. So for a while, I thought it was acting. And then I so slowly learned that acting is just not my...
When did you start acting? In grade school? Or high school?
Middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in school plays. And then I auditioned for commercials. I booked in, oddly enough, I think an ADHD commercial.
Were you just bouncing off the wall?
No, I played I was the fucking support cast. I wasn't even the head.
You weren't the head ADHD kid?
No, I was just the friend.
So what were you like as a kid too? You're ADHD off the wall. Did you know you were gay at a young age?
I'm not gay. I'm
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're...
I don't mean to put labels.
No, see, that's the thing. I don't even care. It's never been a concern. For me, it was more about how can I be successful with and do what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's never really been a concern or something I care about.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm more about if I really gravitate towards somebody, then that's something that I'll pursue.
So more fluid?
Yeah, just I don't really think of it. It's if I really click with somebody and we make each other happy and et cetera, then I'll figure out the rest,
Sure.
Yeah, it's we have Google at this point. It's you can figure out anything.
Well, when you're, and I'm sure all your fans are they middle kids or are they Klementines? They're Klementines?
They're Klementines.
That's a great name.
Yeah, everybody loves it. I feel I should be making an apology video or something. It feels a little creepy.
Why?
Hi Klementines.
Do you say that?
No, of course not. I'm 25 and my age demographic,
What's your demo? Is it younger?
It's definitely maturing.
As you get older, the audience gets older?
Yeah, which thank God, because for a while I had
Are they 10 years old? Are they 18?
Real young ones, and I was whose parents are letting this happen?
Yeah.
But no, they're I would say 18, 24.
That's a good demo.
The next up, which after that I don't know.
Yeah, then it goes 25, 34.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And so I feel good about that, and they all have jobs and money, so that's extra good.
That's good.
Middlekid.supply.
No, we'll talk about Middle Kid and we'll promote your upcoming launch, which we were talking about before. I found it interesting. Every other YouTuber is on Fanjoy.
Yeah.
Fanjoy, buy my merch, link in bio, check out my hoodie.
I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Oh yeah, so it seems like everybody is on Fanjoy.
Yeah.
But you aren't. Does that mean you're doing it yourself? Are you...
No,
Are you in your house shipping?
No, see,
boxes?
That is killer to me. So I work with District Lines.
Okay.
And I've been working with them. They were like the first merch people I ever signed with back in like 2013 maybe.
Oh, so you've been doing merch for a while.
So like I don't know why I was given merch at such a small, I had like so little subscribed, like, I mean, not so little, but like probably like 15, 20K.
Oh, and you got merch at that time?
Yeah, which was like,
wow.
don't ever do that if you're listening, watching, consuming
That's not
this.
normal,
It
yeah.
is so, it was like so taxing. But I, from a young age, really wanted to like design, like I have really vivid memories of painting shirts with like I had no idea what I was doing at the time, but like I would go to like, there was a store called AC Moore. It was like a Michael's.
I remember AC
Oh my
Moore.
God. Yeah.
East Coast.
Yes.
I used to buy the string to make bracelets.
Yes.
Remember you used to make the string bracelets? Yeah.
Yes. And so I went to AC Moore and I would get like these t-shirts. They would have sales all the time for like 4 for $10 or whatever. And I would get these acrylic paints that would be in my basement. And I would just paint shirts and like tape off different areas and like get iron-ons and like sew different shit. And I remember so badly like wanting to make clothes like just for people to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking like, how the hell will I ever do that? Like that just would like, yeah, that I see that happening, but like, how will I ever make that happen? And it like almost felt impossible.
Well, it kind of does. I mean, when you're a little kid in the basement, what's the dream? I mean, could you imagine, hey, I'm in LA and I'm going to be a star and I'm making my own clothes that are people buying? Or are you thinking like, I'm going to do what my brother did. I'll become an accountant. What's your brother do?
He works at a bank, I think.
Like a normal job?
Yeah, like a normal like office finance job. But
did you see your life kind of going that way? Or?
Well, I never saw I never had a plan B. Like for me, it was like, I don't know how I'm going to make it happen. And I'm still in that phase right now. I don't feel like I've made it by any means.
What do you mean you're successful? You have a large following.
Yeah, but like there's so much more to do. I feel like I don't ever want to feel satisfied because then I feel like that's where you get comfortable.
And I think most successful people have that trait. They're never
I don't want to ever feel comfortable. Which I mean, like I do. But I don't think I could ever feel comfortable because then, I mean, like, unless I'm at like Beyonce status, then I'm like, bye. Like, I am like, goodbye. But
when you were making those shirts, I mean, so you had a love for fashion early on. And even now you got good style. Look, you got the rings going, you got the custom sneakers. And I was looking at your Instagram, you got the Balenciagas, your Gucci this, you've got Supreme. Like you have a good street style about you. Did you always have that kind of swag, or is that something when you lost the weight, you kind of felt more comfortable? And
no, I kind of, it was like I've always like kind of cared, but my style that I've really like just kind of pull out of nowhere, like just like my style that's been about like a 3-4 year kind of thing. But in high school, I mean, like I would shop at like J. Crew and like, I always felt like I knew how to put outfits together, but like my style back then was just more of like fitting in Delaware kind of. It was like very like preppy.
You weren't dyeing your hair orange?
No, oh my God, no. I was like afraid to get a buzz cut.
When did you come out here? When did you come to LA?
I came out here almost 2 years ago. In July, it'll be 2 years.
So when did you start doing YouTube? So you go to NYU, you're doing the photography thing.
So I started YouTube freshman year of college. I went to New York, obviously, for my first year of college. And that was my first time, like, moving out of the house.
And you're in the big city. I'm going to make it.
Yeah. And so my agent at the time, I had, like, a little agent that a friend introduced me to. And he was like, oh, there's this big casting call kind of thing. You should go to it. And so I went, and these people from The Wolf of Wall Street were there, and they were like, we're looking for like extras to be on set or whatever. And so I ended up doing The Wolf of Wall Street for a month, my last month of first semester. I missed like finals, like all of this. So like I'm doing like 16 to like 18-hour days on set.
Do you make decent money?
I mean, at the time I was like, oh my God, am I like one of America's like richest 18-year-old? Maybe. Like to me, I really thought it was like, I was like loaded. And it was probably like a few $1,000s.
Were you in any of those cool scenes with like DiCaprio?
Yeah, so my first day on set was like strippers dancing by and like Leonardo. Jonah Hill was a desk away from me. Like it was like crazy. I had a whole scene with Leo that got cut. It was like sick.
Did you meet him or is he like come in and leave?
So I mean like I met him like as much as like you meet Leonardo DiCaprio on set.
Hey, how you doing?
But like I talked to Jonah Hill a little. I wished him a happy birthday. Yeah, he seemed chill.
Yeah.
But so
if we saw the movie, would we see you in it?
At the end, yeah.
Okay. Everybody got to check it out.
Pretty lame, but we went and saw it on Christmas the year it came out with my little brother who was, how old was he at the time? He was like 14 maybe.
And you sat through all that?
Oh yeah, with our mom, my two brothers and I and my mom, we all watched it and it was like, oh wow, this is a 2-hour porno and I'm barely in it. That's sick.
It's funny. I interviewed Trisha. We'll talk about her in a little bit. Last week, and she's like a big Tarantino fan. And she was telling me her mom took her to see Pulp Fiction when she was 4. And I'm a parent now. I'm thinking, like, what kind of crazy person?
I'm not a parent, and
takes
I'm like,
your 4-year-old to watch Pulp Fiction.
That's a weird flex, but okay.
All right. But you did not grow up like that.
No, not at all. I like in 8th grade, in like high school, I was like, what's weed? And like my mom has them in her yards, and my mom was like, no, Chris. Stop saying that.
Oh wow, you weren't smoking weed?
No, I was like really against weed.
Why?
Because I thought if you like smoked weed or did drugs, you were like a bad person.
Wow.
But like in my defense, in high school, the people who were smoking weed were bad people. So like, I don't know how wrong I was. Yeah. You know.
But when did you smoke weed for the first time?
Sophomore year of college, I was in London.
Oh wow, you're a late bloomer.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
But like
you're making up for lost time now.
I mean, I guess. I'm kind of glad though I didn't, because I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, shit, what would my anxiety have been like in high school? It would have been so much less probably. But then I'm like, would I have gotten anything done if I had really started smoking weed at like the way I do now in high school or college?
Yeah,
I feel like
not.
I would have, in college especially, I mean, like I wasn't smoking weed and I was like, already like, oh, my parents are divorced again. Sorry.
You're blowing off classes to go to Wolf of Wall Street already.
Yeah, I'm like, peace.
So when you were doing Wolf of Wall Street, were you doing YouTube videos after that?
So that kind of like, I got home, that finished, and then I went home for 5 weeks of winter break in Delaware.
Was that a letdown, doing Wolf of Wall Street? I'm sitting down with Leo DiCaprio to, I'm in Delaware, or I'm just going to regular class.
So that was like the thing. That's why I started YouTube was, one of my friends was like, Chris, you're in school for photography. You have a nice camera. Make your own videos and post them. Like, if you miss being on set, like, do that. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I've been watching YouTube since I was like so young. And so I was like, yeah, wait, I am funnier than these fucking people. And so here we are, almost 7 years later.
What were the early videos like? Are they still up?
Yeah, I try to leave as many of them up because I felt when I was starting out, I would look at people's who were huge. I would be looking at their current videos and I'd be like, oh, mine aren't like that. Like mine, blah, blah, blah. And I'd compare. And then I was like, wait, they started somewhere. You can't compare your like chapter 1 to someone's chapter like 32, you know? So
and that's more fair to your fans too.
And it's also like, it makes me now look way fucking funnier. I mean, hello, leave up your shitty shit so people like, you know, see the growth.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest, but look where I came from.
Yeah, but like I'm not that asshole anymore. Yeah. Exactly. So
what were you making? What kind of funny videos?
I mean, they weren't funny. I think it was like...
They weren't serious, I'm sure.
I mean, they were trying to be funny for sure. I was doing like sketches. I was doing like tags. That's a classic one.
What's tags?
Like, oh my God, like YouTube tags, like... the fucking Draw My Life challenge.
Oh, I got you.
Like,
okay.
You know, like those like baby food challenge. Yeah. I mean, Jesus God, yeah, real groundbreaking.
Sure. Now every video I see is, let's let the person behind me order my food. I hate, why do YouTubers do that shit?
It's just
one person does something
and then people just beat it into submission. It's like,
God. Is it because like, oh, you know, Joe Smith got views doing this, I'm going to do the same thing and same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just, we're all just chasing that
views.
$1 million or that million view placard, I guess.
What was your growth like? So you start out doing these videos and you're going to college the whole time. I mean, were you focused on that, or were you focused on like, this is a little hobby, photography is really where I'm at?
It definitely started like that. And then I very much was like, oh, like for me, college was part of the plan, but I was always like, I don't want to do it. Like, I just didn't feel like it was for me. Looking back, I'm really glad that I graduated.
Yeah.
Because I think there's something cool about saying I graduated college. But I was always kind of like, I want to be in New York. And that was my real focus. And so for me, I kind of used school as a time to really like make a lot of connections and
find yourself, I'm sure.
Work a lot of jobs and see what I was really interested in and things I weren't interested in. And I kind of looked at college as like an opportunity of living in the city. And so I really developed a hustle there. And I'm like so grateful I did.
What was your hustle at the time?
Oh, I mean, I had so many jobs. I worked at the NYU call center calling alums for money, which is like, God, everybody from NYU is in just fucking crippling debt. And so it's like, that was brutal.
How much debt do you have ballpark? Are you even feel comfortable saying?
I have, it's like still.
Is it six figures?
No.
Okay, so that's good.
No, luckily.
That's good.
But I was like a dishwasher. I was a dog walker. I did different internships with I worked for Harper's Bazaar. I
read that. So it was funny. You did photography for Harper's and somehow Lo Bosworth's
so that
vlog. People might not, your younger fans might not even know who Lo Bosworth is.
No, which is like so sad. The Hills was the
greatest.
Iconic shows
it really was.
Life. But that's like I would.
How did you even end up?
One of my friends sent me. I guess she like posted saying she was looking for interns, and one of them was like a photo intern. And so I like jokingly applied. I was like, I was just into that kind. Like I would just any job that was just how I was. Like any money I wanted, I had to earn, and I didn't have like an allowance. I didn't get money for doing chores.
Yeah.
I just did chores. And that's
a good way to be brought up.
I, at the time,
hated it.
Fucking hated it.
Especially when I did the same thing when I was in college. When your friends are getting $2,000 a month
oh
from
my
their parents.
God. And I mean, I went to a private school because in Delaware, it's kind of hard to I don't know. The public school systems can be a little tricky. And so I went to public schools or private school, and my high school was full of rich people.
Yeah,
and
me too.
And I mean, we weren't poor, but we weren't loaded.
Yeah, you weren't getting a new Mercedes when you turned 16.
Oh no, I got the car that I was driven to kindergarten in. Literally. Yeah. It was a 98 Malibu gold. It's oh God. But I really respect it because it taught me how much things cost, and if you want stuff, you can make as much happen as you want.
If you look at those kids now, they're nowhere.
Well, because some of them are places,
some of them, but they don't have that hustle.
But even if it doesn't even matter where they are, I just feel I really enjoy my life now because I have made it all happen. It's cool to be able to buy X amount of dollar pants.
Now, how much are pants like that? I'm an old, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I mean, no, I mean, I gotta know. Are they 500? Are they 1,000? Are
they're $800?
Get the fuck out of here.
But they're
good for you, man.
Yeah,
but you work for it.
But I work my ass off for it, and I hustle. And that's the thing. It's I make sure that I work. I make sure that I'm able to do stuff like this because it's I've always wanted to.
Yeah,
that's always. I remember being young and being I want, I never got Abercrombie and Fitch and stuff because why would I spend $80 on a polo?
Yeah.
And it's so it's just to me, it's cool to be able to do this shit and know that it's because I worked for it.
And you continue to, I mean, we were talking before we started filming about your new t-shirt that's dropping.
Yeah.
And, you know, this will probably air in 2 weeks, but it's supposed to drop Friday.
Yeah.
Today's Wednesday, and you got the shirts this morning and you go, they're fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't
they
like
didn't look, I was not down to sell them the way they looked.
Where a lot of people would go, fuck it, it's fine. Just stamp my name on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't understand that. I just don't understand that.
I mean, there's a lot of people who just go, put my name on a hoodie, who gives a fuck? Sell it for $60.
Yeah, I care too much. Like, I feel like I was really put on earth as like a creative person. And
in all aspects?
Yeah, just like I'm not, it's like being a doctor being like, well, that is good. And it's like, that's your one, it's kind of like your one thing. You should care.
Yeah.
It's cool to care about things.
Yeah.
That you
Sometimes it's not though. Sometimes it's cool. Like kids go, well, it's cool because they don't give a fuck. Well, they don't care. Like
no, I think people say that about me. They're like, it's cool that you don't give a fuck, and it's like,
no, I
give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what people think of me. I don't give a fuck about like what other people are necessarily doing. Like it's like I don't give a fuck in certain regards.
Yeah.
But the things that I care about, I give a lot of fucks.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you give a fuck about? Video? Merch?
Like being funny. I like just like bringing, like entertaining people. Making people, like there's nothing cooler than when I like release new shirts or like stuff like that, and to see people using them or be like, this is like just so, like this grinder is the best grinder I've ever used. And like, it's cool to,
so
but
funny.
it's my grinders are literally unbiased, the best grinders I've ever used.
I've been out of the weed game for a while. What's good about your grinder?
Like after a while, grinders just like get hard to turn. Does anybody see?
They get clogged up.
Yeah, you're nodding.
Camera guy's a weed guy.
Yeah, you do it on the low key. I see that smile. It's okay. We're in California. But sometimes grinders will get really like stuck. Yeah. And mine just, I mean, knock on wood. I don't think this fucking wood is real.
Yeah.
But it's cool to just, I care about that.
I don't want to sell a grinder that gets stuck.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I care about making sure that I'm a good person and that I'm, you know, like I'm living up to my expectations of myself. And I really give
And you said high ones.
What?
You said high.
Yeah, you get one life. Yeah. I mean, you might as well see what you can do with it. I give a fuck about, you know, like, my relationships and like my friends and my family and the people who help me. And I don't know. I just think it's so lame not to give a fuck about almost everything. Like, just especially with everything going on in the world. It's like, I think more now than ever, it's like people should give a fuck.
I think this generation does. They're more politically minded.
Well, yeah,
environmentally.
At this point, you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
It's like fourth graders are like getting into politics because they're like, we don't want to get shot anymore.
Yeah. We don't like what's going on.
It's like fucking insane.
What you said comedy and making people laugh and entertained is important to you.
Yeah.
Who were your comedy guys growing up? I mean, were you into stand-up? Were you into like Mad TV or Saturday Night Live? Like, what did you like growing up? Like, what made you laugh as a kid? Or even as a young adult, you know, in college or in high school?
I mean, White Chicks.
I know, that's a great movie.
White Chicks really was so, I cannot believe I'm fucking saying this out loud. That was one of those movies.
Insert picture of the Wayans brothers.
That movie was like, I think the first movie I ever bought on iTunes, I think. Like, that movie was like, holy shit, this is absurd. This is ridiculous. And that was so funny to me. And Chelsea Handler.
Yeah, she's good.
I remember seeing Chelsea lately and being like, who is this? And like seeing clips of that online and different interviews. And I was like, just so entranced with just how connected I felt to her level of like, or her style of comedy. She's very
so
direct, so quick.
Yep.
And I just really felt like this, I don't know what it was, but I've never met her, but like I felt like almost she was like a mentor in a way.
Yeah.
But I just saw her. I saw myself in her. And so
She kind of comes from that Kathy Griffin type.
Yeah, and I remember, Kathy Griffin was another one. Like, this way of being direct and holding people accountable and being really sarcastic. And then also, like, people...
Talking shit.
Like, that's like how I was in the classroom. That's what got me in trouble.
Yeah.
Was I would talk like that. In first grade, I called a kid a bitch. Then my third grade teacher, who would be my third grade teacher, walked me to the principal's office. So it's like, I very much was that loudmouth, say it how it is. And so, like, it was cool to see people getting rewarded for...
Isn't that funny how life
not
works
being
out?
rewarded, but just being given opportunity, embraced for being a loudmouth. And I was like, and everybody would laugh at my jokes and stuff. That wasn't the problem. It was just that I was so disruptive in the classroom. And like, that was one of those times where I was like, whoa, like this is a possibility.
Yeah. I always talk about this too with YouTubers. I've talked about like Emma Chamberlain. I talked to Jason Nash about this too, is when you're in class, you get the immediate reaction. That's funny, like fucking around in class because you got an immediate reaction. You're like, see, I knew that was funny.
Yeah.
With YouTube and talking to a camera, you don't get that. Like, do you get the same? How do you know you're being funny? Or how do you know that joke's good or that skit's good? When you're interviewing people on the street, you can see it. But if you're just doing a vlog or whatever, how do you know?
That is like something I struggle with a lot when I'm doing like, if I'm doing like one of my, like, I just gave my roommate's dog a bath. Like for that, I'm like, fuck, like this feels so mundane. But I know that it's like, I know now that anything I do, I can make. I just am naturally funny. Like I just naturally have a talent. So I've really gotten comfortable with knowing that like things can be funny. And if they aren't necessarily as funny in the video, I can do a lot with editing. And so I think...
You edit your own video?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine not, because like, so you can make so much happen with that.
A lot of big YouTubers don't.
I get.
There's these crazy ones. I know one guy who he's a vlogger and he films all day.
What's his name?
Logan Paul. I think it's him. I heard. I don't know if it's true.
There's one guy.
I heard it's true. I don't know if it is. But then he would film and then send it to England. His editor was in England because of the time change. So by the time he woke up the next day, it was edited in his inbox or on his Dropbox, which I thought was pretty efficient.
So maybe that's something. Say many great things.
He's a smart dude.
You're onto something there, Logan.
I think so. I mean, because otherwise, if you're coming up with content every day, you film all day, then you have to edit all night, and then film all day the next day. Edit.
I mean, I could never do daily again. I did that when I studied abroad in London. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this.
You got to get burned out. There's no way you can keep that up.
And you just don't want to do anything. You just want to like lay in your bed, and then you're like, hey guys, same day.
Same bed.
The sun's gone. Haven't fucking moved. Thanks for watching.
Let's talk about drugs, because I was just thinking cocaine's a good way to keep that. Because I was thinking like, you've got to be on a stimulant of some kind to keep that pace up.
Oh, I was like, am I? No.
No. But what's your experience too? Because you're like so comfortable talking about weed and stuff. Like, and that's what on Twitter, a lot of people want to know. Like, is he on cocaine? Has he ever done it?
In New York,
I've done it. I mean,
yeah, in New York, I've definitely done it. I wouldn't say I've done it more than, the fingers on my hand.
Okay,
but like, it's definitely. I've really learned that like, as long as, I've researched it, as much as you can.
Sure.
I made sure that I was getting it from, like, people I trusted and stuff. And so, I definitely have friends who, if I wanted to, I could be doing it all the time.
Okay.
But in New York, not in LA, really. I don't know anybody.
I'm sure you can get coke out here in LA.
Probably. But
I don't think it would be a problem.
It's honestly, I've read that it's so mixed with shit at this point that it's so, like, it's just like, I'm so happy with weed.
Yeah. You don't fuck around with anything else?
No. I maybe would want to try like shrooms or like acid.
Shrooms are fun. I never did acid.
Because I've heard so many people talk about how creatively stimulating they can be.
It's fun.
So I'd be interested to kind of, I don't know. I like trying new things and trying different foods and like all that. So like
different drugs.
I'm open to, and making sure it's like safe. I'm not affecting anybody. Like I'm not going to get behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah, of course. Like be responsible.
So yeah, exactly. So I just feel like,
and you're not going to try heroin. You're going to stay away from the hard stuff.
No, I mean, that hesitation.
It seemed like you had to
That has, I mean, like, maybe like if, doctors were like, we have a year left to live before the earth melts, I'd be like, day 360. I'd be like, hey, doc.
Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah.
Like,
let's go all out.
But like, no, I don't have any desire to do anything more than
what you're doing.
Than weed.
You seem like you live a pretty healthy lifestyle. You came in here, you're drinking your green drink.
Yeah, my matcha.
Your matcha tea.
Look at me go.
And you dropped a lot. How much weight did you drop?
I dropped like 50 pounds and then I gained, some of it back.
But you've had it down for a while.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Well, in New York, I, for one, would order like $60 of McDonald's and then like $60 of Taco Bell. Like very often.
For a video or just
just because like I would be high and have the munchies with my friends. And then so I stopped doing that.
Okay,
Turns out that really cut some weight. I was exercising, which again, who would have thought?
Yeah.
And then
it really is as simple as diet and exercise. I mean, we don't have to complicate it.
It really is like people are like, how'd you do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, the good old fashioned way. Like,
yeah, it's not sexy.
No, it's not sexy, but it's like working out doesn't have to be miserable.
What do you do?
For me, it was
you run, you lift weights.
Well, when I moved here, I lived on like one of the Hollywood Hills, and I would just walk out the front door and
look at you. It's
go
very
up
Hollywood.
the hill and just go through the neighborhood. It was like very much like almost very private because it was residential, and so I would just do that every morning and. I was like, whoa, I'm getting skinnier.
Yeah.
And like, I'm getting not even skinnier, just healthier. Like I felt like I looked healthier.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot on your body to carry extra weight around.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's crazy how much more energy I have and all that. And then I started changing my diet a little. I realized that like I stopped eating dairy and I was like, wait, my stomach doesn't hurt all the time. Wait, I don't shit like my fucking pants off. Like
that was another question your fans had. When was the last time you shit yourself?
I thought I did it last night on the couch.
Like a shart?
That's how they all are. You think it's a fart and then there's a whole lot more. But I think I was sadly enough in a video where I dyed my hair cheetah print. I shot myself on camera. I did leave it in.
Nice. And you continued the video? You finished it?
Yeah, I quickly took care. I don't remember how I mean, I definitely threw the underwear out.
And you're good?
And then
clean yourself up?
I guess I changed pants. Yeah.
And you get back out there.
Yeah. Wow, we've really addressed this for more time than I was ever thinking we would.
Exactly. So we just talked about heroin and shitting.
Yeah, this is
for the kids.
Let's delete this all.
Yeah, we can fix this in editing. Perfect. You can help out with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's going on? I like the podcast a lot too. That was a good forum for you. Coachella was the last one I saw. Are you going to continue doing that? Are you going to do a new one? What's up?
I don't know. I don't love podcasting, or maybe it's just like I need to get better at it. But as of now, I don't think we're going to do any more.
Do you like videos, your medium? That's where you...
I do. Podcasting is really difficult when you have to talk for so long. Like it seems that
doesn't seem like a problem for you. I mean, you're talking here
that's
now?
what I fucking thought.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be, I just felt like it made me feel unfunny. It made me, I don't know. It's like, for me, it was hard to gauge how I was doing. So I think I would just really beat myself up. And then I started to really not enjoy it.
Okay.
And so I was kind of just like, I don't think I want to do this, or I want to take a break and see if maybe I'd want to do, like if me interviewing people would be a better thing. Like, so I
think you'd be good at that.
And so I'm just kind of figuring it out what I didn't enjoy about it. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'll have one in the future. Maybe we'll do it. We'll start it back up. Maybe I won't ever have a podcast again.
Yeah.
But I just kind of wanted to take a break, and with everything else I'm doing, it's like I want to do things that I enjoy and that I know I can. I don't want people to subscribe to a podcast if I'm not feeling it. And it suffers because of that.
Do you have to consider the audience too and go, I don't think this is necessarily funny to me, but I know they're going to like it, so I'm going to do it?
I mean, I like my video. I watch my videos sometimes. Like
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're funny,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch them, like, let's not get into it. I don't watch them like more than once a month.
Yeah,
Like sometimes I will be like, well, go you, Chris.
Fantastic job.
Yeah. Wait, what was the question? I just wanted to talk about myself.
Oh, I don't know. We were talking about, like, do you do it, I'm going to post every week at this time, or I'm going to do it when I'm inspired? And it sounds like it's a combination.
I stick to a schedule. I find that works best for, like, the way I operate.
Oh, and then we were talking about your list of ideas.
Oh, the list of ideas. Yeah, I'm just always adding. You got to.
Yeah.
I feel like that really, like, if I'm like, fuck, I don't have any ideas, then I'm like, oh, I have so many. Stop freaking out.
Calm down. Yeah. That's a good backup to have.
Yeah. I found that.
Instead, it's not pressure. I filmed 2 today. What's next?
Exactly.
Panic.
Yeah. I kind of always, and I mean, a lot of the times I look at the list and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck were you thinking? What does this mean? Like, so sometimes it really doesn't help the spiral, but.
It seems like the interviewing on the streets become your thing, at least recently.
I've actually put that on a pause. I was.
Are you not doing them now?
No. I'm definitely going to do them. But I've been doing them for like 4 years, no, like 3 years straight.
Are you over it?
And not over it, but there's definitely times where I'm like, I just feel like I would definitely go to those shoots and feel a little miserable.
Really?
And then I'd always leave feeling better. But like a lot of the time it would be like,
why?
Why? Yeah, just like why?
Why would you feel miserable?
I was just like, why am I doing? Like, it's like I don't feel like this. I feel like I'm really reaching just to have a strangers on the street video. Mm-hmm. So it felt really forced. But I'm starting to get the itch for it again. Like I'm like,
what's the key? Finding the craziest people you can find? I mean, what's the key?
For me, it's literally anybody. Anybody. I feel like I can really connect with people and really make people feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. And still get really outrageous things out of people. And so anybody who will be in a video, I'm like, anybody who walks by, I'm like, do you want to be in a quick video? Do you want to be in a video? Do you want to be in a video? I had at one point in New York when I lived there, people thought I would like cast people. People thought I did it on a green screen. Mm-hmm. But
like, there's no way these people can be real.
Yeah.
I watched some of them like, there's no way that's not staged.
No, I watched some of these things and I'm like, how... But that's just, I think that's why I'm glad I have a channel because like my life is just not real. Like it's like the shit that happens to me is just like not real.
There's some YouTubers like that. We were talking about Tana before. She does not have a normal life.
No.
Even if she didn't have a reality show and if she was still in Vegas.
Yeah, the reality show almost feels like the most normal thing she's done.
Yes.
It like feels like the most fitting.
Yes. Like there's certain and there's other ones that like they need to be filmed at all times.
Yeah, and I definitely feel that about me and my life. Mm-hmm. That it's a hot mess. It's a real hot mess.
Well, it seems like a hot mess, but kind of a balanced hot mess. Like
that's why it's hot. Like it's like, it's like it's a mess, but it's still hot.
You mentioned like the key to those on the street interviews are being able to connect, but also improving too. You have to have that kind of think on your feet. You can't have it scripted. It's never going to work. You ever think of doing stand-up comedy or sketch?
I do stand-up.
Do you do stand-up?
Yeah, so I do open mics. How
do they go?
They go well. I don't get nervous on stage. I mean, I do obviously like a little bit, but like...
Not if like the jokes aren't hitting, like you don't get nervous?
No, because like I'm used to jokes not working in videos and we're bouncing back. I don't know, I've just always been able to always lie my way out of everything. Like I can just think on my feet and have it
work.
And have it work. And like, it just feels really natural to me. Mm-hmm. I get really weirded out with like stand up and open mics.
Why? Because your fans are there?
I never know if somebody might know who I am and then they're like, oh, he sucks or and I feel like I have a level of established comedy already where
you're almost at a disadvantage.
It's hard if I feel it's weird for me.
I get it.
So I'm definitely doing stand up and stuff. But I don't want to really like publicize. I mean, like that's fine to talk about it, but like I don't really.
You're not gonna say, "Hey, this Friday I'm at the Laugh Factory."
Yeah, exactly. I just kind of do it on my. I don't know. I like being quiet about things.
Yeah, and plus, it's not fair too if you have a packed audience with your fans. Because
I mean, like I've definitely thought about that
because that's an easy way to kill.
Yeah, no, but like that feels great. Like that would. I've definitely thought like, should I do that route? But I just.
Well, you are kind of at a disadvantage because if you and I went to do stand-up, no one knows who I am, so I have nothing to prove, right? If I'm funny, great. If I'm not,
exactly.
who gives a fuck?
So it's like
he wasn't supposed to be.
And I mean, I don't think I've ever had people watch. Who knows if I had and they were just quiet, but like it's just like I get really nervous about that.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things that you have to do in public. Because I am like a really like kind of reserved to myself,
off camera,
private person. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people do mean tweets and stuff. Yeah, I couldn't find any.
I know. People just love me. I mean, who would have thought?
There was no mean tweets. I looked at your comments. Your comments on your YouTube videos are ridiculous. Like, it'll get, 5,000 likes, 50 dislikes, and no negative comments.
It's really...
So where I could find some hate...
Hype beasts?
Instagram. Instagram, I could find some hate.
Instagram can really be mean.
Yeah, YouTube was nice. No,
Twitter...
They can be mean?
Twitter is where I, like, want to just quit the whole...
Is it the worst over there?
I hate Twitter. It makes me want to like literally quit social media.
You're fucking always on Twitter. I tweeted you directions and you responded in 30 seconds.
I hate Twitter.
Yeah.
I just like I use it because it's my job.
Yeah.
But I hate it.
What's your favorite social media?
It used to be Instagram, but now it like stresses me out.
Instagram's a lot of pressure.
Instagram is so much pressure.
You have to look great. You have to...
I mean, like, I don't necessarily care about that. I've definitely done some great looking photos on my Instagram.
Or you have to be funny. You have to do something.
Yeah, you've got to like, you have to be more than just like the average, bitch drinking their matcha. It's like not cutting it anymore.
No, you've got to have a thought out idea.
You have to have like
you can't wing
plan.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel a lot of pressure with Instagram right now. We're beefing.
Okay. Snapchat?
I just use that to keep up with like literally one group of friends.
I don't even use Snapchat.
I use it. I have one group chat in it.
Okay.
And I just like...
I think it's kind of dying.
It's definitely dying.
Once Instagram stories came out, it's like, what do I use Snapchat for?
I'm like, oh great, this is combining all the apps. Love Instagram.
And then plus, you have a huge following on Instagram. It's like, wait, I got to get all those guys to come over here to Snapchat?
Yeah, I honestly got tired of updating both. I was so sick of like downloading stories and my phone just being full of like just shit that I'm transferring from one app to another. It's like so stupid.
I got a rapid fire round too. Your fans, follow him on Twitter too. He's excellent on Twitter. You're like Chrissy Teigen level Twitter person, I think.
Good. Thank you.
You're funny. You could tell you're a good writer because you're funny on Twitter.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not just a picture. It's like something you thought of.
There's more substance than just the picture.
All right, blunt, pipe, or bong?
Blunt.
If you could be an animal, what would you be?
Like a sloth? No, like a Black Panther. That seems pretty fucking cool.
Why Black Panther?
I don't know. They're like sexy and like I'd want to... Never mind.
Most you spent for a piece of clothing?
Fuck. Oh, guys, this is so...
Come on.
Like $3,900.
Oh, what was it?
A Louis bag.
Okay.
Yeah, like... Okay.
Right. Favorite weed strain?
Like indica, sativa,
or like
hybrid,
the name brands out here.
I had this one called Candyland once, and it was really fucking good.
Okay.
That was like, I was like giggling my ass off.
And then what about like indica, sativa?
Oh, I don't understand. I honestly, I smoke a lot of weed. I don't understand shit about it. Yeah. I like people. I know that like indica is like indica couch, makes you tired.
Oh, that's a good way to remember.
Sativa is like not an upper because they all feel the same to me. I'm like, if it's weed, I'll like,
Okay. LA or New York?
Both.
Cringiest YouTuber?
I am not gonna answer. I mean, it's just, I don't need to say it.
Favorite breakfast cereal?
I don't really eat, Lucky Charms.
Last time you shit yourself, we answered.
Yeah.
Someone you'd love to collab with that you haven't?
Oh my God. Jenna or Julian. I love both of them. Their new dog, I could go on for weeks about. I could go on for weeks. Oh my God. Julian made a deep dish fucking pizza that was vegan, and I almost fucking wanted to punch my monitor screen just to turn the video off because I was like, I need that. So like that would, to make that would be like, I love deep dish.
And the finally last one is, what's your favorite thing to do when high?
Favorite thing to do when high? Ooh. I like swimming a lot when I'm high.
The camera guy's nodding. Daniel, shout
You
out
like
to
swimming?
Daniel,
oh my God.
swimming high.
It's really nice. Like, I was high in, where the fuck? Oh, Hawaii. Oh my God, a bitch. Or, wait, it's not legal there.
It might as well be. I mean, it's Hawaii.
It's like, people really hate it there.
They don't like weed?
No, and I'm like,
I thought they would love
y'all live on an island. Or maybe it's because we like accidentally rented a place in like a retirement community.
Bretman Rock loves it. He's from Hawaii. What?
Maybe I was.
You're not hanging with the right crew.
I was with like the octogenarians. So maybe that was my problem.
Would you like smoking weed and swimming around Hawaii?
Yeah, in like warm waters. There was this. Yeah. I could go on for. That's final answer.
All right, done. What are we promoting? This is going to air in 2 weeks. You've got new merch coming out?
Yeah, I'm in the middle. If it's coming out in 2 weeks, I have a limited edition Pride shirt. I'm trying to do more like thematic kind of drops that are limited. So I did a Pride shirt that has like a really made it very middle kid, very me. It's an Airhead Extreme, the rainbow candy with middle kid. Middle kid is always just doing stuff. My YouTube channel, just follow me.
Follow you on social.
Just one day I'll hit 1 million.
Right on. You're close, right?
Yeah, it like goes and then it's like, and we're gonna go in slow-mo.
What are you at now?
Like 863 maybe.
Oh, you'll get there.
Yeah, I mean like one day.
Are you doing VidCon? Are you a part of that?
I'm going to VidCon. So
Nice.
I'll see
Featured
you
creator
there.
style?
Featured fucking creator, yeah.
Good job, you.
Look at me go.
Your girl's going to be there this year finally, Tana.
Tana's going to be there. It's going to be
great.
Scary.
It's very scary.
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so
for
much.
having
Of
me.
course, man. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.